what I love so much about our inner golden child is that she reflects our divinity, our truth, embodied in a child that is unexperienced with life on earth. This is the you that is unmarred by earthly experience. She has been a sacred component within you all of your days, but she is the reflection of your most true self. She's the reflection of the little inner child that you are, deeply connected to her own divinity. If you have done inner child work before, you'd be very familiar with the wounded child. So some of the experiences that we're exposed to in this life create wounding, and they create the perception that we are unlovable, unworthy, or undeserving. In my work as a heart healer, I'm exposed to all of the varying shades and depths of wounding that have occurred for all of us. And what I love introducing people to is the part of themselves that does not know their wounding. This little inner golden child that you're going to be connecting with tonight knows only love, purity, and joy. All she knows how to do is resonate in her power, in her truth. She has not received any messages that it is not safe for her to be who she is. She has not received any experiences that would make her doubt herself or second guess her knowing, her gifts, or the magnificence of her presence. So while you may be familiar with inner child work, I want to segregate your golden child as being different from our inner child or our little selves, the little Lysa that was 3 and 4 and 5, who have had lots of different earthly experiences. This golden child is very connected to your higher self. She is in a state of pure knowing. Okay, so imagine that in heaven, we're like thronged about, holding hands, dancing and singing and chiming and playing. That's the sort of imagery that I want for your golden child. This little girl doesn't know the shameful, shadow, contrasting experiences that bring a lot of blessings, but can cause wounding and can cause us to give away our truth and our power and our sense of freedom. So what we're going to be doing tonight is really talking into why it's so important to turn to these beautiful golden children within us. We are going to be diving into a beautiful guided meditation where we'll connect with her personally. Really, really lovely that what we're going to be consulting on with her are 3 points. First one is, what are her top 3 desires? Or she may not want to be segmented into needing to give you 3 points. What we want to ask and consult with her is, what are the desires that she has for you in 2017? The next thing we'll be asking is, what do you, as the adult component of her, need most to prosper in joy in 2017? This little girl is so connected to her truth. She knows exactly what she needs, and she'll be able to remind you of what you need in order to experience and fulfill the desires that she shares. We're also going to be asking for a sacred message, and this can be anything. It's really nice to give the children open space to confide and share with you exactly what you need to hear right now. So thank you everyone so much for coming, for investing your time and your hearts and connecting with these beautiful girls. I'm so privileged to be here and to be leading the guided meditation tonight. Many of you know my background, and the biggest reasons why I needed my golden child is that I was unknowingly repeating the patterning that I observed as a little girl from the time I was 7 or 8. If you happen to be in a position where you were around people who were modeling supportive patterning, where you were modeling loving, supportive relationships, a natural flow of developing talents and utilizing them to prosper in abundance, if you had beautiful, supportive, loving family environment where children were honored and respected and heard, then you would be then repeating these patternings as an adult. But for many of us, that's simply not the case. There's many powerful light leaders, light workers, and truth speakers who have been called to pass into shadow environments where we got to witness firsthand the effects of lying, deceiving, betraying, giving away power, worrying, forgetting the truth of who we are. And it's our privilege to be able to take those experiences and really transmute them, really learn how to live in the light. But while we're all endeavoring to do that, the most sacred guide that I have discovered is our inner golden child. So this little girl does not even flinch to shine in her glory. She is so comfortable in her beauty and in her magnificence because she knows that all of us are one. Every single one of us is divine. We are completely blessed abundantly with spiritual gifts, talents, know-how, and aptitudes that all of us get to use to prosper, share, and grow together. What I love so much about my golden child is that she speaks very simply, very playfully, but she's straight up. She sits in her power and owns her magnificent being. And tonight, I can promise you that she'll be inviting you to sit more closely into your magnificence. So it's so nice that we have a few people sharing that they have some children that are participating tonight, and you basically couldn't bring me any more joy. We've got children listening to this live, and that's absolutely magnificent. I have intended and asked for blessings and said my own prayer on behalf of this beautiful webinar before we started, really calling on everybody's sacred guides, teams, angels, the presence of light and intelligence to gather around us as we dive into this sacred hour. Once again, we are going to be guided through a meditation connecting with her. Not sure what that will be, but I'll know when we start. We're going to be asking, what are her desires for 2017 that you had the privilege of fulfilling? What is it that you need to prosper and enjoy in 2017? And what's her sacred message? Wherever that takes us, I'll be then opening up sharing time where I'll be asking what answers you received specifically for these. Does anyone have any questions about what I've relayed so far? Are there any questions? I guess one thing to cover is some people feel a sense of responsibility or obligation to care for these little children. She is connected to divinity. She is connected to the heavens. Rather than thinking of her as someone that needs to be taken care of, she's actually a powerful guide, teacher, and instructor. Basically, the purest words always come from the mouth of babes, and she'll be uttering pure gold for you tonight. My introduction to the golden child came because I was unconsciously repeating patterns and spending a lot of time and energy constructively turning from shadow to light, and it was a lot of work. I'm so deeply sensitive that I constantly would shield myself. I would shrink myself. I would hold back my light and my own magnificence because I was afraid that I would be talked to in the way that some of the big people spoke to me as a little girl. Be quiet, sit down, you're too much, that's enough, go away, not now. If you receive some of this messaging, please know that this is endemic within all of humanity. All of us are getting strong messages because our parents receive strong messages, whose parents receive strong messages. And the game that everyone is playing here is the game of giving their power away, giving away their truth, giving away their divinity, forgetting who they are, and then hopefully, like many of us, are on a path of reclaiming the truth and potency of who we are. A beautiful question, how to tell the difference between golden child and inner child. They behave completely differently. Your inner child has the same playfulness, but where they differ is very much in their appearance. Your golden child will be glowing. She'll be emitting light. She could be naked or she could be clothed with light. She kind of has a very powerful stance. It's that gentle strength that we know is associated with the divine. Our wounded child will fluctuate a lot in her comfort. The inner child will be a lot more, say, reserved, or she'll take her time to get to know us. So for everyone who has had a relationship or is investing in developing their relationship with their inner child, this is so, so beautiful because our inner child gets to see a reflection of who they are without ever receiving any messaging that it wasn't safe or allowed to be who they are. So the presence of the golden child is deeply healing and restorative to our inner child. So feel free, if you would like your inner child to be present during this, that would be totally beautiful. Our inner child often needs our love and support. She often needs our nurture. She needs our reassurance that it's safe for her to be here, and that it's she will be protected and that she'll be honored. Golden child does not need such assurance. She is deeply connected to her knowing. So I've seen her before emerging from flowers. I've seen her residing in the heart. It was every person will have a unique experience, but trust her to reveal her to yourself. Thank you for that beautiful question. So let's create space now. I'm first going to be breathing you into your body, and then I'm going to be asking you to gently close your eyes. And then I'm going to be intuitively just sensing and feeling how to best guide us in to connect with this sacred part of ourselves. So allow yourself now to really sink into the place where you find yourself. Really allow yourself to come home to your breath. Allowing yourself to focus on your inhale, filling, lifting, expanding, releasing, contracting, allowing yourself to fall to the perfect natural rhythm of your breath, allowing your thoughts to drift away, your cares of the day to be no longer considered as you devote yourself to every inhale. Allow all of your consciousness and your presence to become fully embodied. Feel the presence of your soul within your body right now, extending from your toes up through your legs, your chest, your arms, and your head. Be aware of this beautiful light being that is sitting comfortably, beautifully held in love and support within your physical frame. Breathe into the knowing that this is who you are. Allow yourself to sink in now with every breath, retreating to a sacred space within yourself, whether that's deep within your tummy, deeper down within your wisdom, or nestling gently in your heart. Allow yourself to find that sacred sanctuary within yourself where you are completely safe and held, where it's safe for you to simply be, allowing yourself to feel the gentle ease of allowing air to move in through your body and gently release. With every release, I want to invite you to release any tension and really allow yourself to be soft. There's a vulnerability to this softness that we may permit ourselves to experience if it feels right for us. Allow yourself to tenderly retreat into a vulnerable, soft space. If it feels right for you, allow this space to be covered in light, allowing sacred golden rays to flow in from above and all around you. With every inhale, allowing yourself to see these beautiful golden light beams extending, surrounding you and bathing you in a divine remembrance of your being. If it feels right for you, allow your palms to turn up. This is an act of receptivity. And in your heart, if it feels right, this is the right time to say your own prayer intention or invoke the blessings of the heavens. Any belief that you hold in God, angels, universal love is honored and supported. Allow yourself to trust your connection with truth, with light, with the divine, and ask for a sacred encounter with your divine golden child within. As you can see yourself bathed in beautiful light now, allow yourself to perceive your environment. Is it simply glistening with golden shimmering light? Or are you by a gentle stream, a bubbling brook, a gently relaxed willow dipping its leaves into the cool water? Are you high up on a mountain or up in the clouds? In a room in a tall, spacious building, or simply suspended in the air? You may wish to imagine that you are returning to heaven, a place filled with light. This is the time to invite forward your inner golden child, the sacred little you who has known no earthly experience, who is fully connected to her truth, the enormity of her loving heart, the majesty of her own presence, and the nobility of her existence. Trust yourself to know if she is already within you, located in your heart or in your tummy, if she's already sitting in front of you on your lap or skipping, twirling, excitedly running towards you, or if she's flying towards you like an angel, watching over you in awe, wonder, and pure delight. Receive the beautiful expressions on her face. Let yourself receive the rapture that she's expressing. Honored that you've made space for her, emitting so much joy and delight that she has the privilege of being within you now, being near you now. Allow yourself to feel the sensation of her presence. Allowing yourself to stay with your breath. Inhaling the beautiful vision that you can see. And just adjusting and acclimatizing to her presence. Allow yourself to watch her in grace. Breathing gently, soaking up her golden presence. I just feel to relay. My little girl just flew in and held me by the hand and rushed me to the top of a mountain. She's taking me to a myriad of mountain peaks. She's wanting to share the whole world with me and show me all of the beauty and the splendor that is ours here. Whatever your beautiful child is showing you, allow yourself to receive it. When you're ready, allow yourself to speak with her if you haven't already, and talk with her about the desires in her heart, the desires that are yours, that she is so perfectly connected to. Allow her to express them to you in words that are right for her. What she's doing here is helping you remember what's most precious to you, what fills your heart with the most joy, what gives you tingles and excitement beyond anything else. Allow yourself to listen to her without judgment, receiving a remembrance of everything that lights you up. And allow yourself to record it now if you would like. Allow yourself to stay here receiving this if it's right for you, or proceed on to the next question. Ask her, what is it that you need most to experience these things? What do you need to prosper in joy in 2017? And now if it feels right for you, ask her for that one sacred message that you most need to hear right now. Allow her to speak it. Allow yourself to perceive it in her face. Perceive it from her heart. Know it from her being. Allow this precious child to give you the sacred message that you most require right now. If anyone has any questions or needs any support, feel free to send me a private message. Allow yourself to continue to receive this sacred information for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll return and share and connect together. I have some beautiful questions coming in, and I want to just speak to anyone who's finding it difficult to stay in connection with their golden child. If you find yourself shifting in and out of connection, come back to your breath. It's normal for ego to resist an encounter with the divine. Just allow yourself to don't try so hard. Just allow yourself to breathe. And some people, it may not be most advantageous to see her, but rather feel her. So important right now to trust yourself that some of the thoughts and messages you're receiving you might doubt or you might think are too grandiose. That's just ego concerned. We recognize that our egos want to keep us safe, and we know that it's apprehensive about what messages will be revealed, but we'll always listen to what ego has to say and honor its concerns, knowing it's only intending to love and protect us. But just for now, to feel into the presence of this beautiful, sacred girl, a little girl completely connected to the knowing that she's divine. Okay, so if you are concerned that your mind is taking over, acknowledge your ego and say, thank you. I hear you. I know you're concerned, but I promise you are important to me too. For now, I want to make space and time for this golden child. Allow yourself to acknowledge the fear of seeing and perceiving such a divine reflection of yourself, and allow any emotion you have associated with this to surge forward. Tears of sadness, grief, not knowing that you are this pure and divine. Overwhelming gratitude, allowing your happy tears to flow abundantly and roll down your cheeks. Rather than working hard or trying here, we want to surrender, relax, trust your own inner guidance here. So just the last little bit of time here to receive any messages. I'm really grateful that we're recording this, so if you would like to experience this again, when you can practice and deepen in, I will make the replay available. Just keeping some space open for a few more people. Really softening with the exhale, sensing and perceiving, trusting yourself. Don't judge or second guess what you're feeling. She is relaying to you. Simply write it down. So when you're ready, I would love to hear some of the experiences that you're having. This is private, so when I read your comment, I won't be using your name. So feel free to share a little bit about what this has been. I think this is the best stuff I had in forever. I've been reserving tonight for myself as well. And so grateful. I couldn't believe she was taking me to the peaks of all these mountains. So lovely to hear from someone that was probably the most relaxing yet awakening experience I've had in years. So grateful that you gave that to yourself, sweetheart. Really thankful that everyone is deepening in to surrender as best they can, really opening to what can come forward from this experience tonight. So I would love to hear what she relayed are your top 3 desires, or one desire, or all your desires. My little girl shared with me that she wants to love the whole world, and that's why she was taking me to the peaks. So that just made me totally lose my breath and cry profusely. She genuinely wants to love the whole world, and she was taking me to the height of all the peaks of the world. And she was showing me that she really wants to just emit and radiate divine love. I'm still crying about that one. And that she just wants to hold a presence of joy. So what were your lovely ones? So music, connection to nature, and sharing all her love. I love it. So beautiful. Feel free, everyone, that if you would like to stay in connection with your golden child and receive from her, if it's right for you, feel free to finish up the webinar now. If you would like to stay in connection with your golden child, if you would like to share with us and disclose some of what she shared with you, feel free to keep it private or send me a message, or you can make it a message to the whole group. Okay, so someone's just sharing that they'd love to do this again. I kept fighting it. I tried not to. I saw a glimpse of her, but every glimpse was taken over by a negative memory. And this is so, so beautiful for you to experience, because when we are engaging with these parts of ourselves, it does activate our ego. And if you've heard of my first book, Heart Healing, the 13 Principles of Emotional Self-Healing, the first part of that book talks about our relationship with our ego and our higher self and our inner child. And if you would like a free copy of that, just send me a message and I can get that to you. Beautiful. So someone was sharing that was amazing. At the end, she said, I have to believe. She's here, and she walked me through a garden with all my guides, and we left my fear and worries behind. We looked back and said, it's gone. I have to dance more. She said, that makes me happiest. Beautiful. Love and honor myself. She gave me a wonderful fistful of flowers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Someone sharing, thank you. My golden inner child said to always love myself no matter what happens. We are perfect, whole, and complete. Oh, make me cry. Just so grateful that we could all come together and have this at the beginning of the year, because I know this is true, but I know that when we forget this, we behave in ways that aren't in alignment with who we really are. That was one of the things that she said to me as well. One of my biggest needs is just to remember who I am. So thank you for sharing that. Someone else is hearing, I was also told love repeatedly. Sharing, receiving, healing with love, building community around it. That's so precious. How beautiful. Someone is sharing, thanks for telling me that my ego mattered as well. Oh, it's so true. It's such a valuable contributor. So, so valuable. It was very present to protect me. Yes, it's the intention. My child was happy to be in my presence. She was really young too, and that saddened me to be honest. I understand this person who's sharing that with me. This is so lovely to be able to look at and be with. Someone sharing, my golden child encouraged me by letting me know that I can do it. So humbled, and cuddling with her, I feel deeply loved, nurtured, and understood, and that I am at the right place where I am now. Beautiful. Someone sharing, that was so very amazing to meet her on a beautiful beach, watch her run and dance towards me, grab my hand and play in the waves, to talk to her, hear her, and see her beautiful face radiating to me before curling up in my lap, arms wrapped around my neck, enveloped in such a beautiful warm hug that I could feel right through to my heart. Oh, I love hearing this. An inner light warmth that was connected to a higher presence. We will achieve. We can do this. Beautiful. She is an adult queen. Doesn't look like a child at all. She wants to remember who she is and who I am deep down inside. To come and spend more time with her to remember this. Love her. She walked me through her royal home arm in arm. Oh, how beautiful. I love that you let it be what it is for you, that beautiful one. Thank you so much. My golden child was full of hugs and love to me, my child, my teenage self, my guide, and even my ego. She shares that I am on the right path and I am loved. Thank you. That was beautiful. Really great to connect with her, see her, feel that fun, joyful energy. Just about being present and being me, relaxing and having fun. Yes. She desires me to be myself. We were singing and dancing together like no one was watching. My golden child was so this is another one. My golden child was holding my hands, dancing and skipping with me around in circles. She wants more adventure. Her sacred message was to let go of fear, keep moving forward. And then she gave me a huge hug. Thank you. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, what my little golden child shared, I need the most in 2017. I love this stuff. She said, being me is all that I need to do. Stop trying to do and remember to be. I always am big on to-do lists, so this is huge for me. Dress up and radiate divinity. Remove yourself from any harmful energies or presence and just remember who I am. So her beautiful message to me that I needed to hear was that there is nothing to achieve. And that still really gets me. Only presence to be cultivated. No need for vigilance. Sometimes, because I'm so sensitive, I can be very protective. And I really want to make sure that I honor myself and speak my truth and trust myself. And she said, stop being so vigilant. She said, trust, you're so good at it now. And that's really valuable for me because I have been doing it for a really long time, but I put a lot of efforts into it that she's reassuring me that I don't need anymore. It's good. Okay. Someone else is sharing, I cried so much through this too. Such emotional stuff. Yes. Beautiful. Someone sharing, I can't wait to do this again when I'm in a better space. Yeah, I'm very grateful that we can hit replay. She was happy and overjoyed to be with me and was happy I came to her. How regal, graceful, kind, and loving. Someone else is sharing, my golden child twirled and danced with a huge smile on her face, joining me in my beautiful sanctuary under the trees. She said, I deserve all of my own love and nurturing. To connect with myself always in love, forgive, love, listen to your heart, smile on your soul when you are sad, be full of love. Someone else is sharing, I felt she was telling me to trust myself and love myself, have time and space for me, that it's going to be okay. For me and my inner child. She was giggling and twirling and having fun. My ego kept throwing at me, remember that work thing. Good listening. I'm proud of that person for listening. Someone's relaying, she told me to take time for myself, my babies. Step back. She told me I needed love and support and understanding this year to help me, to trust in myself and be true to who I am, who we are. Also that I'm loved, I'm enough. I feel incredibly humbled and loved. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't quite reach her, but the tears would not stop flowing. Oh, just beautiful, everyone. This is just such joy to be here with you all. And have there been any goals that you've been marinating on for 2017 that you're ready to kick to the curb now? I came back into the new year and I really wanted to work hard. And I'm just totally feeling to throw that to the side now that I've experienced and received this. This morning, as soon as I woke up, I just said a prayer and I just asked to be held in the arms of my Heavenly Father and just rocked and cradled and reassured that being who I am is simply enough. And I really let my little girl know that I really wanted to be close with her today in preparation to receive our golden child tonight. Oh. So I just want to thank everyone for being here, for making this time, for making this space. And I hope that what you've received from this is able to guide you and bless you throughout 2017. Thank you so much for being here and opening your hearts to the sacred part of yourself. I hope so many blessings flow to you from this.